Are you living your best life as a salesperson or entrepreneur? Or do you find you're working all the time on this hamster wheel of life while stressed out and not financially free, which is the exact opposite of what you had signed up for, especially now in this global pandemic? If this is you, you are not alone. I found myself there in 2008 when I lost everything, including my health, and had to pivot working from home for the first time with no money. I rebuilt my life from scratch, juggling motherhood and marriage to get my life back and be recession and pandemic proof today. Now we live laptop lifestyles with our kids and are poised to travel the world together. How did we do it? Join me as I share my health and wealth and wisdom secrets, tips, tools, and expert interviews to equip you to be recession proof and live your best life. My name is Lois Kofi, and this is Healthy and Wealthy and Wise. All right, and welcome back, everyone. Happy day to you. This is Lois Kofi, host of Healthy and Wealthy and Wise podcast, and I'm so excited to be here today with you guys to bring back another point I talked about in episode 23, how to choose and master a CRM. I did an interview and had a great conversation with Robert Meyer, who represents a CRM and digital marketing tool. I'm not here to talk about that tool today, but I do want to share with you the aha moments I've had this summer. You know, I care about your health. I care about your wealth. And I'm always wanting to bring pearls of wisdom and nuggets to you each and every week here in my monologue. And then, of course, interview an expert in health, an expert in wealth, and different coaches, mentors, people that have spoken to my life or other people's lives that I know, like, and trust. And they are vetted powerhouse givers and sharers of information. And I wanted to come back to this topic on CRMs because I am in shock. Today, I'm going to give you 3 shocking reasons, compelling reasons why you have to need, it's not even a want, you need, like water and breathing for your business. A CRM is like water and breathing to your business. And it encompasses health, it encompasses wealth, and it encompasses wisdom. Harvey Mackay, one of my favorite authors, he said when he started out in business and in sales, his dad said, you know what, you've got to have a database, you got to have a system in place. And you've heard me talk about this before if you've followed my podcast regularly. I gotta be honest, repetition is the mother of learning. And if you've heard me say it once or twice, I had a coach who actually said, sometimes you gotta hear things 100 times before you take action. My hope is today, after I get done with these 3 shocking reasons why you have got to have a CRM, that you will not just walk, but run and find and seek and knock and get that right CRM for you. Because CRM has been something I've used for 20 years. I actually had a guy the other day who didn't even know what CRM stood for. So if you're hearing this for the first time, welcome. I'm so grateful. I'm about to blow your mind and change your life and increase your bank account. CRM is client or customer relationship manager. I'm just going to say client relationship manager. You know, whether you have products, goods, or services, a lot of people, because of Facebook and LinkedIn and different online social media tools, they've gotten sloppy and they rely upon Facebook and LinkedIn. But guess what, guys? They are not CRMs. They are not tools that you can take with you wherever you go and have access to for the rest of your life, and you can build millions of dollars because of a CRM. It keeps track of your leads. It helps you follow up on your leads. Different CRMs do different things for different people. The price points are all there. You know, I coach on CRMs and finding the right one for you and your business. So don't hesitate to reach out to me after today's call anytime and run by. I even encourage you to do research. Pick out 2 or 3 and really, it's like sizing up a brand new car, right? You want to take a look under the hood. You want to make sure you get a demo. You want to make sure it's the right one for you. And I honestly don't know how anybody could figure that out without having a conversation with someone who knows. And I've looked at 20 to 30 CRMs over the last 20 years, guys. I've probably used about 10 different ones in the last 15 years for different reasons, different purposes. So I know that there is a variety of them. So here's tip number 1. Your CRM or client relationship manager is your gold mine that allows you to create permission marketing for your clients to see. So someone subscribes to your newsletter, someone subscribes to your blog, someone subscribes to your email list. They're saying, yes, I give you permission to market to me directly because I'm interested in your stuff. I'm interested in your message. I'm interested in what you have to offer. Whereas if you only relied on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram, insert any other social media option here, you don't necessarily have people's permission to, they can't even, in fact, the algorithms, it takes a miracle for people to actually see your stuff. I have 5,000 friends on Facebook. I actually just found out about Friend Filter, Group Hacker, all of these different tools to find how I can really build those relationships and let go of the dead weight, if you will, and finding that a lot of those people aren't even seeing my posts. I did a post last night that said, hey guys, I'm going to be unfriending friends on here. I really only want people here who want to connect with me, because again, it's not really permission marketing. It's a social network, right? And how many closing sales are you accomplishing with Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn right now? It's because everyone's just there for chatter. There's a lot of noise, and the algorithms may be inhibiting you from being seen. I had another conversation today with a salesperson who said that they have, been told, and they're playing around with LinkedIn. They're posting twice a day on LinkedIn, hoping that those CEOs will find them. And they say that the average CEO only goes on to LinkedIn 3 to 5 times a month. So if you don't post twice or more on LinkedIn, you may not even be seen, and you definitely won't be heard. So being able to get people interested, piquing their interest, getting into your gold mine, your database that's unique to you. It's your voice all the time, going out and giving permission from those people, giving you permission to share your voice, share your truth, share your message, and then of course, sharing your own offers. So, do you have a gold mine? Do you have permission, or can someone just unfriend you or block you on Facebook? What if someone leaves Facebook, guys? You don't have their contact info. You don't have a lead. So again, don't fall into that trap that Facebook and LinkedIn is your CRM, because it's not. It's like the house by the railroad tracks. After a while, people may not hear you anymore. They may not see you anymore. They might be there, but they may not actually care. And so do you sort and sift and qualify those relationships on Facebook like you can in a database like a CRM? It's not easy. It's very cumbersome, and it's easy to lose and forget, who do I follow up with? Who am I supposed to talk to? And what do I even say? When you have your list, your gold mine with permission marketing, you have lots to say, and you can create your own email marketing campaigns. You can create your own offers. You can actually see who opens what emails and understand that, oh wow, they really like that topic. I got a really high open rate. I should do that more. Helps you with analytics, everything. And again, Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn can only do so much. I had a friend recently who was doing Facebook ads and wanting to get people off of Facebook, of course, and generate leads. and her Facebook ads got hacked and she was shut down. And I think it's going on week 3. So again, it's easy to market on Facebook. I get it. It's easy to share. It's easy to post. It takes 2 seconds, but it's not always strategic. And that's step number 2. Secret number 2 are the shocking reasons why you need a CRM. CRM gives you focused and strategic follow-up. Again, a CRM gives you focused and strategic follow-up. They say that the fortune is in the follow-up, and man, oh man, are they so true. So you have, 80% of sales happen on the 5th to 12th contact. I've shared that with you multiple times. I talk about it in my webinars all the time with my clients. And ultimately, if it's not focused follow-up, if it's not systematic, where here's an example, when you get a lead into your funnel, how do you nurture that lead? Do you send them a welcome email? Do you follow up with a phone call 3 days later? I follow up 8 times in 4 to 8 weeks, the first moment that person gets into my database. If all I had was a collection of business cards, if all I had was Facebook, it would be more random. It wouldn't be focused. And a random marketer and follow-upper, we'll just call it that, is leaving money on the table and also causing frustration and emotional intelligence distraction potential. If you're waking up and you're really excited to talk about your product or service, and instead of logging into your CRM, you're logging into Facebook, well, number one, you'll probably be distracted by all the political conversations or whatever else might be going on, right? And you'll be sent down a rabbit hole. Whereas if you log into your CRM first, go to Facebook later, get all your IPAs, your income producing activities done, your email marketing follow-up, your phone call follow-up, your text follow-up, your, oh, hey, I'm supposed to message that person on LinkedIn follow-up. You get all of your dollar productive activities done, then you can go to Facebook. Then if you needed to take an hour to just enjoy and scroll and like and comment, that is still, I wouldn't call it lead generation. It's still connecting, but it's not the same as having that focused strategic follow-up that a CRM can give you. Facebook will remind you when someone's birthday is, but that's about it. So being able to have that strategic, focused reminders, and also something that you can rinse and repeat. When you have someone in your lead database, your CRM, you have the ability to systematically rinse and repeat. So each person that comes into that database gets the same follow-up schedule. You don't have to make something new up. You don't have to feel confused, lost, and dazed. And ultimately, your conversions and your closing ratios are going to go up, up, up. So again, reason number 2, shocking reason, is with a CRM, you can have focused, strategic follow-up, which leads me to step number 3. And this is really the health and wealth and wisdom component to the letter. You hear me talk a lot about systems, which save you stress, time, energy, and money. I didn't know if you ever heard of that acronym. System stands for save you stress, time, energy, and money. So by doing all that, by having a predictable system, a leads database that's running like a fine, well-oiled machine, it gives you some time freedom. It's automated emails, it's email campaigns, it's autoresponders, it's all of that. And then being reminded who you're supposed to call today. I had one of my first coaches taught me this, and I still do this to this day, is before I go to bed, I'll actually look into my CRM and know who that I need to call the next day. And I have those calls ready, lined up for me when I get to my computer, start my lead generation time. A CRM also helps you stay focused on that. Then I get it done instead of waking up, rolling out of bed, wondering, who am I going to call today? Who am I going to email today? That takes and wastes a lot of time. And then, of course, impacts your mental health. can be an emotional distraction. You get frustrated. You're like, oh, crap, I forgot to call this person. I forgot to call that person. Oh, darn it. I told them I would follow up and I didn't. They're going to hate me now. They're going to think I'm going to, all those stories, the monkey mind, the brain going off on a tangent. You can sleep better at night knowing that you know who you're going to call in the morning. You wake up refreshed, not all of a sudden ADD going on to Facebook. I highly encourage you do all of your lead generation through your CM first thing in the morning, depending on the time zones and where you're working, before you even grab your phone. And if your CRM is on your phone, that's okay, but just making sure that you have boundaries and you get your income producing activities done. That improves your energy, like I said, improves your sleep, improves your focus, predictability, and structure as humans is what makes us way more successful. All of the millionaire mentors that I know and respect, they have time blocks. I work with Brian Moran in the 12-week year. He's going to be on my podcast this year. I can't wait to interview him. But ultimately, time is money. And if you even waste 1 hour or even 1 minute because you're worried about your sales, you're worried about how unpredictable your income is because, again, you don't have a CRM, you don't have a focused strategic follow-up system, you're really just relying and rolling the dice. It's like you're in Vegas, gambling your money and your time and your family's future and your legacy and leaving it to chance. And I had the story before where a couple of my mentors, their Facebook accounts were shut down. If they didn't have a CRM, if they didn't have that backup, guess what? They would have been lost, freaking out. And yes, it's not fun to start all over, but they had confidence, they had faith, they had a backup, they had that plan B. And in my mind, CRM is plan A. Facebook, LinkedIn, those are nice forums to connect digitally with people all over the world. And gosh darn it, I'm on it every day, multiple times. But don't let it be a time suck for you. Don't let it be a distraction. This next interview that I'm going to have is I'm interviewing a Reiki master, a Reiki healer, on how your energy does impact your business. So if your energy is frenetic and scattered because you don't have a CRM, you are repelling instead of attracting your ideal customer. Your dream customer is out there. They're looking for you. And if your energy is negatively impacted because you're scattered and you're kind of feeling lost and dazed and confused, like I said before, you're just not going to make the money, the income, the legacy that you and your families deserve. So I hope these 3 specific, shocking, eye-opening reasons that you got to have a CRM are helpful for you today, because I have found this summer 80% of the people that I talk to are either not using a CRM or they have one. They don't really know how to use it. They're lost and not sure and wasting money. Or they have one, it's super expensive and it's way, way more complicated, so much so that you feel like you need a college degree specific to that CRM to use it. And guess what? None of those will help you be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I look forward to seeing you on this next episode. Until then, here's to your best health, your best wealth, and your best wisdom. Bye-bye for now.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, refer a friend, and please drop me a rating or a review. If you do that, I'll reward you with a free 20-minute free coaching session on crafting your journey to your best self. Reach out to me at lois@loiskofi.com to claim your 20-minute slot. Until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.